What's going on, YouTube? Back at you again with another video. JC Cowboys Network. You already know what it is. TJ Vasher, the big play wide receiver coming out of Texas Tech. A guy that turned a lot of heads this offseason is next up. So Cowboys Nation, let's get it. TJ Vasher, wide receiver out of Texas Tech, coming in at 6'6" and weighing in at 212 pounds. That's a true story. 6'6" sounds like a player that was built in the laboratory. 84-inch wingspan sounds crazy to me. Stretching up for seams, bang 8 routes, embarrassing corners. Something like Stretch Gumby. A true mismatch player that's a go up and get it receiver that is capable of being a threat in the red zone with the opportunity to do what he wants on the field. But that's up to this player. Fresh out of Wichita Falls, Texas. 2-time 5A All-State selection in both basketball and football, who was the number 58 overall recruit coming out of high school at the wide receiver position. Balling 2 times. Committed to Texas Tech and turned some heads, but he could have definitely done more. But in Dallas, there's truly an open door. With injuries and players gone in free agency, this is the time you call Kellen Moore. This is a player that understands leverage and has the ability to outrun, outjump, and outmuscle defenders. And that's exactly what the boys need. A player that had to overcome multiple injuries. And being undrafted, the real question is, does he have that grit and determination to succeed? Sports ran through this player's bloodlines. The nephew of former Pro Bowl cornerback Nathan Vasher. So TJ Vasher, it's go time. True indeed. Let's get it, Cowboys Nation. TJ Vasher is a true mismatch player. A guy that is a circus catch athlete, and he was a true red zone weapon at Texas Tech. He is a player with good body control, and he has big mitts to secure catches with any ball thrown in his radius. Tracking the ball, leaping ability, sideline throws, as well as back shoulder throws is something that he does very, very well at. From what I've seen on tape, he is a long striding type of athlete. He has a knack for setting cornerbacks up and selling routes. TJ Vasher was a guy that played football and basketball coming out of high school. A player that dominated in both sports. He caught the eyes from a lot of Division I programs for football. Texas, Texas A&M, and Ohio State, to name a few. But he ended up going to Texas Tech, 3 hours west from his hometown, and ended up being a player that was tied 9th all time in touchdown receptions. Vasher is a player that knows how to create space when he's breaking out of his routes. And with that size, he's never really covered. Some of this player's weaknesses are he has the size and frame to out-jump defenders, but he has average speed. So he is the type of athlete that has to be schemed to run certain routes to be effective. Vasher is not the most elusive player. Usually when he runs certain routes, he'll catch the ball, but he gets stopped right there. There's also room for this player to get stronger. From what I saw on tape, he was getting pressed at the line of scrimmage and he was breaking out of his routes late. If he's going to succeed in the NFL, he's definitely going to have to get his strength up for sure. He's a player that's going to play outside wide receiver only. Not saying that this is a weakness, but he does not have the twitch and he is too tall for the slot receiver position. So the number 1 and number 2 wide receiver position is going to be this player's home. He's also a player that sat out his entire rookie year because of an injury that he had in college. So he's going to have to come in here this year and be ready to go. TJ Vasher has the opportunity to make a statement this season. With Amari Cooper and Cedric Wilson going to new teams and Michael Gallup and Jalen Tolbert nursing injuries, this is his time to turn some heads going into training camp. TJ Vasher has a chance to truly make an impact for the Dallas Cowboys this training camp. With Jalen Tolbert and Michael Gallup being injured, this is his time to step up. He needs to get in here, learn from Kellen Moore, CeeDee Lamb, and the whole crew. This is the type of guy that Dak Prescott needs. Somebody that can be a possession receiver and be a big play guy. So we're going to see how he plays out coming this training camp. Trust and believe me, our eyes are going to be on this player because he has the potential, but let's see how badly he wants it, okay? So make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe so y'all can come vibe. You already know what it is. Gone.